wanted to take an opportunity to put out a bill which I think probably has the most monumental impact, not just on an epidemic in California, which is our children and obesity, but on our state budget. You should know that we are not only trying to solve a childhood obesity epidemic in California, but I think it's important to note that $41 billion of lost productivity and also healthcare costs are because of what I would say these sweetened beverages that are proliferating more so every single year here in California. And if you think about it, about half of the state budget is impacted in many ways. So the goal is also to, in essence, find out very good ways to get our kids the kinds of things that they need, which are drinks that don't, in essence, add to type 2 diabetes, but also to provide some funding, necessary funding for PE programs in our schools to make sure that we have the types of activities that kids need in terms of more parks. I mean, this particular proposal is not a solve-all to the issue of obesity, but it is a very large part of moving the ball forward here in the state of California in terms of making sure that we have a holistic approach to exercise and calorie intake. And I want to make sure that's put within context. I stand very, very proud to have sponsored a bill offered by folks that have been talking about this issue in the state legislature and been working diligently, whether it's been through making sure people understand calories and making sure menus are printed with those, or making sure we pull these drinks out of our schools. Senator Padilla, Senator Scuti have moved the dialogue in the legislature to a point that I'm very proud to introduce legislation today, Senate Bill 1210, that will, in essence, provide a revenue stream and, more importantly, fund obesity prevention programs in the state of California. The goal of this measure, obviously, is to provide, if you will, a 1 cent per teaspoon surcharge on every sweetened beverage that is in our markets and have been sold in California. And the goal of that is to, in essence, as I've mentioned, recognize that the more sugar that's added to the drink, the more we're asking folks to participate in helping with our obesity problem in California. You should know that the things that are in front of you will be mentioned by Harold and a few others, but let me just put it in perspective, at least coming from one of the areas that has the highest consumption of drinks, these sweet drinks in California, the Central Valley, where 19 people a week die due to diabetic types of illnesses. And that's well beyond an epidemic. That's a crisis. And I would say that I'm very proud to put this particular bill forward. Obviously, making sure that we have this particular surcharge will not only raise revenue, but we believe will change consumption patterns in the state of California. We also hope that the manufacturers, who we know will fight this tooth and nail, will start to have a dialogue about reformulating their products, to looking at healthy alternatives. They are beginning that process with water and a few other things, and I think that's something they should be looking at, because California obviously is a big consumer of their products. And I also want to make sure everyone understands that government should be concerned with this issue. We absolutely should be concerned with the nutrition aspects of what our children are drinking. We should be concerned from a public health perspective, and we should be involved in the debate. Clearly, California is not the first state to do this. There are other states who have moved in this direction. There are a few states with pending legislation in this direction. And for California to be out of the loop completely, when we have such a large state and we have such a huge impact on our public health system, would be unconscionable. It is clear that we should now enter this debate, this legislature, that we should let people know that when they were picking up, in many cases, a 20-ounce can of a sweetened beverage, that they're picking up 17 teaspoons of sugar, and they are consuming that, and that's 3 times more than what any healthy American should be having. And I also want to applaud the efforts at the federal level. Just last week, Michelle Obama made a wonderful statement about how we need to now focus on a national level on these types of drinks. And she made it very clear that we didn't, in essence, our children didn't create this obesity problem for themselves. We as parents, the manufacturers, and others who continue to target kids, put these things in front of kids in the easiest way, market to them in the strongest way, and in many cases
studies have told us this. The most startling statistic to me is that in the year 2000, over one half of the kids born in the year 2000, that's my daughter, she was born in the year 2000, kids in that age realm, half of them, if you're Latino, have a chance of type 2 diabetes. 1/3 of African Americans have a chance of diabetes, all born in the year 2000. That means almost 1/3 of kids not giving them the running shot that they need for a healthy lifestyle due to these particular sweetened beverages. So if we can do anything to change consumption patterns, do anything to raise the money necessary to get them out for their 60 minutes of exercise, do anything to train parents that kids ages 2 to 10 should not be consuming a can of Coke, should not be consuming a can of Pepsi, should not be consuming sweetened drinks like Tropicana. These are the messages that we need to fund so that we can start to bring this epidemic down to a proportion we can